Oh, come on, baby.
What's wrong with your voice?
Sang karaoke in a bachelor party. Where,
Oh, what's your go-to
screamed.
karaoke?
Well, whatever they were playing, I just tried to sing along with. It wasn't officially karaoke. It was just like singing in a car.
Oh,
But I definitely took over. Vocals.
so you were all drunk in a car. This
Party-
is the
party
80s
bus.
themed bachelor party bus.
Yeah.
Nice. Which I saw your 80s outfit on the social media.
Yeah. I didn't have much to work
All
with.
you did was wear a blazer. You thought that
and
was
a purple
80s?
shirt and a purple t-shirt.
Right. Which I guess, so 80s just means colorful to you?
Yeah, I think it means like pink and purple
Okay.
or neon.
Well, my birthday's coming up, and I haven't picked the theme yet, but I hope you bring a little bit more energy to it, a little bit more effort.
Dude, mine was like accurately 80s. Acid wash jeans.
That was just the outfit you literally wore on the podcast last week, and then you threw a blazer over it.
Wait, are you mad that because I dress like I'm in the 80s, I shouldn't be allowed to dress like I'm in the 80s at the party?
Yeah, I feel like that just, since you dress 80s, when you add an 80s party, you need to up it. You need to go further. Throw some leg warmers on.
Throw some leg warmers on.
I don't know, man. Something else.
No, man. You're out of your fucking mind.
Because like when I do my Moroccan themed, North African themed birthday party, you can't
You're
just
talking
show
about
up.
a time versus a race. No, don't worry, Torio. I won't show up. I know I can't just show up. I will not be associated with that event.
You wouldn't come to my Moroccan themed birthday party?
No, I want it to be more uncomfortable. And they'll be like, where's Zack? Isn't he Moroccan? Yeah, he didn't approve of this whole thing. People are like, why didn't you stop? Yeah, I'd already
funny.
bought the stuff. Who wants tagine? Who wants some sort of incense?
Me.
Who wants
I want
coffee?
Coffee's so you're in the Bay.
I'm in the Bay, man. Yeah, home, man. I'm home, man.
You're home, dude.
I love it, man.
You feel like, are you gonna stay?
In the Bay?
Ooh, you just did Coach Gruden's voice.
I love it, man. I'm fired up. I'll tell you what. I'm dropping homophobic slurs on an email. I'm sorry about it. I'm fired up, man. The world's getting progressive, and I cannot keep up. I love it. I love it.
Not a racist bone in my body.
Not just racist. I have a problem with female refs stepping on the field, and now the world's mad at me. I love it, man. I tell you what. If I got to die,
I
on
love
that
the
hill,
passion and with all the fans out here with their passion and their distaste for my opinions. I love to see them unified. I'll tell you what.
this is great. You got on one side of the field, you got the old guard, and on the new side of the field, you got people that believe women should get to work. They should have a chance to have a job here. I love it,
I'll tell
man.
you what. Some of them are kneeling for the anthem. Some of them are standing. I feel it, man. I feel it in
that
my
makes
bones,
me
in my
sick.
non-racist bones.
You know, I don't condone using the F word.
Which one?
You know, like not fuck.
Yeah,
The other one. The more hurtful
Yeah.
one.
Okay, but I feel like there's a but.
But
which
I
is
would pay
interesting.
tons of money for that soundbite of John Gruden calling Roger Goodell the F word. I just need to hear it in Gruden
I would throw
voice.
$100 in on that too. Yeah, that would be
Just
amazing.
to have it for me, not to like repeat it.
Just your ringtone.
Just bored before I go to bed. I'm on Twitter. I'm like, man, nothing's good, so I'll play this one. All right, good night. Good night, John Gruden.
Well, you know what? I have a feeling you're going to see him on Cameo soon because that's a big contract he lost out on.
Hey, Zack,
And,
I hear you got a birthday coming up. I tell you what, man, I'm fired up to hear about it. I hope you have a good, safe theme. You know, stick with a decade, not a race or a color or creed. You know, just go straight decade, 80s. That's a safe one.
Dude, speaking of old white guys, the world moving on without him, did you see the Smash Mouth video that went viral?
Yes, dude.
So if you guys haven't seen it, this lady, well, we should I'll post it somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just look it up. Smash Mouth viral. The best part about it, so the Smash Mouth lead singer, I don't know his name, he just gets hammered at a show. It seems like it's just like at a county fair or like a park, just an outdoor show. But the best part is like during All Star, which is their hit, right? Someone else in the band is singing. Like, you can tell the band's like, all right, we're just gonna perform this set around him
being blacked out and having a breakdown.
Someone else is singing the lines, and he's just drunkenly standing there, and then says to someone in the crowd, "I'll kill your entire family."
He's like, "I'll fucking kill you and your whole family." And they're all just laughing. Like, no one can even take seriously how sloppy he looks.
I mean, I'm sorry that I'm laughing that much. Out of context, it is like terrible to threaten someone's whole family. But
no, I disagree in the context. It's so
funny.
Dude, if that was like a scene in Wedding Crashers 2, it would be our favorite scene in Wedding Crashers 2.
God, it should be. Oh, it was so funny. Because, like, also, like, we've all been there in the sense that we've all seen that drunk guy who's just blacked out and just being the worst.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's the lead singer of Smash Mouth during his own concert in, like, the most... I mean, it was just like...
He's, like, dropping he leans against the scaffolding. It's, like, leaning...
and then drops his beer.
Because he's, like, falling asleep standing up.
It was so good. Oh, I loved everything about it. I feel like half the people there were probably just out at the park. Like they didn't even know there was a Smash Mouth concert.
Yeah, totally. They're like, that can't be. That cannot be.
It's got to be a cover band, right? Like, it looks like them.
They're cover band drunk. That guy is cover band drunk.
I don't know why so I was talking to Joe, friend Joe, and it made me think about just on the theme of more old white guys falling on hard times. I made the mistake again.
It's the theme of the episode now.
Chuck Liddell and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold Austin.
Stone Cold. So
are you an alien?
Anyways, whatever. Yes, Stone Cold. I wasn't into
my
wrestling,
favorite
so
is Stone Cold Austin.
Austin, who do you prefer in the wrestling game?
You were never into wrestling as a kid?
I wasn't into wrestling. But I'll tell you what, my new favorite wrestler is Stone Cold Steve Austin because we ran into him.
Again? When I was with you.
When you were with me. And I don't think we talked about this on the pod. He drives a used old Ford Focus.
Yeah.
And it's so endearing to me.
Well, honestly, it's a cautionary tale. Like, if you see that rinky-dink car driving like an idiot in traffic, do not think you can take that person.
Yes,
because
that might
Stone Cold
be
Steve Austin may very well step out of that car
and he is
put
still
a hurting on
huge.
You. Oh, yeah. Hasn't lost a fucking step. He looks identical to what he used to look like, if not stronger. Like, technology's gotten better.
That's the first time I've seen him in real life, and sorry, I think I kind of was confused about it. Stone Cold's doing great. It was Chuck Liddell that's fallen on hard times. I don't want to.
Oh, Stone Cold owns an awesome brewery in
I'm just
El Segundo.
explaining how I got to Stone Cold, and what a hero that man is in his green Ford Focus.
Yeah, you talking about Chuck
Liddell now?
I
don't know the exact year, but if I had to guess, 2005.
Yeah. This is Chuck Liddell now you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
His Ford Focus.
And what does Chuck Liddell have to do with it? You confused
I got them mixed up when we ran into Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then I also got him mixed up today again when I was talking with Joe.
Because there was Chuck Liddell had a domestic abuse allegation.
And he got arrested, so I was like, that's what made me think of it. And then... Anyways, none of this is necessary.
No,
the point is, Stone Cold drives a used Ford Focus, and I just love the man for it.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that oddly color of green. What'd you call it? Teal? Oh.
Like a forest green, kind of a dark green.
Yeah, it's like a dark teal.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't cut off any Ford Focus if you can avoid it. Unless it's new, you can cut off a new one because his is not new.
Imagine just like if he committed a crime at a 7-Eleven and drove off, and you're like explaining to the cops like it was a Ford Focus. I'm pretty sure it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm like 99% sure that was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The
like
other
no
thing
one
too is when he was walking to his car, he like stopped to just admire a puppy.
Yeah.
And like tried to get his wife. He was like kind of flagged his wife. Like, did you see the?
He's like, hey, honey,
okay,
cute little doggy. Yeah, cute little doggy. All right.
Let me put it to sleep real quick. Does he put people to sleep?
No,
I don't
does
know
not.
his move.
He Stone Cold stuns them. The Stone Cold Stunner. Where he kind of kicks you in the dick to make you bend over a little bit, and then he fucking grabs your bent over head and just fucking, and then he usually flips you off while you're on the ground. I mean, a kid's dream. And then he like crashes 2 beers together.
So how does it work with? So you watched wrestling?
Yeah, as a kid, yeah.
So when you're coming up as a wrestler, like when you pick your what is that signature move?
Yeah.
Are you stuck with it? Like that's your move forever now?
Well, when I watched as a kid, I wasn't really following like the career identities. I was just like, whoa, that's what they're telling me is his signature move. You know, I'm not like, how did that come to be? You know, like it's just, it's there.
Right, but he has to do it every time he fights now, right? It's like
not always.
It's like a band that has to close on All Star.
Not always, but it's electric when he does do a stunner. I think there's sometimes where they don't do all.
Does The Rock have a move? Is it just the eyebrow thing?
People's elbow. Because The Rock was the people's champ.
Got it.
So he had the people's elbow, and he had another one that I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, some people usually have a couple.
He has 2 signature moves.
People usually have a couple.
Got it.
Like my favorite wrestler was WCW back in the day was Goldberg.
Yeah,
I only rooted for Jewish wrestlers. My mom was so disappointed.
I love that WCW, which is WWF was they got super famous, and then the World Wildlife Foundation had to be like, we patented that.
Yeah, it sucks that they won.
Yeah.
It's like, be the Global Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah, right.
But, Goldberg would have 2 moves. He'd do the spear, which is where he tackled you.
Mm-hmm.
And he would do the jackhammer, which is where he, like, picked you up straight up in the air.
He wasn't, like, a villain. He was, like, someone to root for.
He was this, like, anomaly when he first came in because he just could not lose. And so then his motto became, who's next?
He couldn't lose in this scripted
Yeah. Yeah. Which is equally impressive.
It was crazy.
It's like... Someone's in with the writers. Oh, you know who I saw? I saw Brian Yang. He was a Bay Area comic back when I started. He was starting out in Sac when I was growing weed with my dad. I would go to the open mic in Sac, and super nice guy. And he moved to New York and was doing stand up out there. And I saw him at Punchline on Sunday. He's a writer for WWE.
Hell yeah!
And they flew him out for the they have like a big wrestling thing at the Warriors Stadium. And I was like, oh man, it'd be fun to like talk with you about your job and like on the podcast. He's like, dude, they will straight up fire you. Like some girl went on a podcast and they found out and she got fired like on the spot.
Damn, you just can't talk about anything.
I don't think they can talk about it. I said, please just tell me this. When she got fired, did Vince McMahon come in? Like old roided out Vince McMahon. Yeah, so I saw him. Dude, it was a old school comedy affair last time. It was Brian Yang, Frankie Quinones, I didn't even recognize, who's going to be on the new season of What We Do in the Shadows.
I know, isn't that dope?
So sick. That is like epic. I'm so happy for him, man. He was like the first guy to ever book me on like his independent shows, you know.
Yeah, he's been great to me too. Man, he's funny and he's a sweetheart.
I didn't recognize him. He had like a big black hoodie on and a mask and his bald head, like bicked, shaved head. So I saw him standing by the door and he's like, what's going on, fool? I'm like, what's up, man? And I thought he was a guy that worked there. And I think he was kind of taken aback that I was just like, yo, what's up? And then I was standing by the bar and he came up to me and he was like, yo, can I get you a drink? And I look like, why? Do you work here? Why do you want to buy me a drink? And then I was like, oh my God, is that Frankie under there? And he's like, yeah, man. He like pulled his mask down. I'm like, yeah, give me some of your TV money. Buy me a drink.
Buy me 80 drinks.
Yeah. Let me get a bottle of, yeah, so it was fun.
Dude, I can't wait to be rich.
Jesse Fernandez was there.
Nice.
Another guy from when I started.
You want to just name more comics people have never heard of?
Dude, if you haven't heard of Frank Quinones, we fighting.
Frankie is, you probably know Frankie's face.
Cholo Fit,
Probably
Creeper.
Not quite a name yet, but he will be.
Yeah. Definitely among Mexican like cholos. He's a household
Frankie
name.
had the coolest line to me once. I was like, he had like done something that like someone else had done. I don't even know who it was. It was like, damn, dude, you're on that like, I'm just gonna say a name. This wasn't the name. Like, dude, you're on that like Bill Burr path, you know? Like you're going to the fucking top. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm on the Frankie Quinones path. I was like, ooh,
yeah.
You're cool, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually did the same thing. I'm like, man, just wait till the world finds out about Zack Chapaloni.
Chapaloni.
That is my path. You know, I've been thinking about some things.
Yeah, what have you been thinking about?
Like, you know, like a pod of dolphins.
Okay.
A group of
a murder of crows. Is that what you mean?
Crows.
Like the weird names for
everything?
Yeah.
Gander of geese.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the guy whose job that is he had too much fun at the office. I feel like they just walk in and they're like, all right, we got geese. He's like, geese. Gander. And they're like, gander?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yeah, gander. Why not? Pelicans, let's go fucking briefcase. I'm just looking at stuff. I'm thinking. And they're like, dolphins. And he's like, listen to a good podcast. Let's go pod. Pod of dolphins.
Yeah.
And then he goes, have you guys gotten my letters about my raise? I haven't heard back yet. And then they're like, I don't know. You know, like, we'll let you know. And he's like, I'm just working so hard down here. It feels like I'm the only one getting anything done. And then they come back in again and they're like, all right, what do you got? Like, crows. He's like, crows, how about I can't take it anymore in this tiny windowless office. I'm going to do something drastic if nothing gets changed.
Uh-huh.
And they go, that's wordy. And he goes, how about this? Fucking murder. A murder of fucking crows.
They're like, fine.
Cool.
We're not paying you more, so we'll do it.
We're going to do murder. And just pretend like we don't know what's going on with you.
Sorry, man. I stepped on your punchline early there. Might be.
No, that was great, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's some funny ones out there. I just want to start making some up to people, you know?
You could probably get away with it. Like,
yeah,
hey, did you know that it's a waffle of turtles?
Like, damn, I was going to go turtles.
Waffle of turtles? I didn't know that. But yeah.
It's a waffle of turtles. I promise you. Don't even look it up.
You can't look it up because it's like, you shouldn't. It's a waffle of turtles.
Or you go, look it up. And they go, no, I believe you. And you're like, yeah, nice. Idiot. You're doomed.
You can look it up right now. I'll look it up for you. You want me to look it up?
Yeah, did you know it's a meow of dogs?
Mm-hmm. I knew that. Of course I knew that.
Did you know it's an F word of John Gruden's?
Did you know that it is... Did you know that it is a park and ride of clowns?
Of clowns? They're like a species.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, did you know it's a fucking swirly of theater kids?
Yeah, everyone knew that.
Fucking drama school idiots.
It's not actually a pack of wolves. It's a... Nope, I got nothing.
X-Men.
X-Men of wolves.
Just an old mountaineer being like, that's an X-Men right there.
Excuse me?
Oh my God. I started this rumor, dude. I have to tell you. You look so mountainy. I made up X-Men. I am amazed it got to you in rural Montana. You know what?
Words. I wanted to talk. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. What did you want to talk about?
No, I'm changing subjects completely, so keep going.
I just think about words, like word things that irk me. Like people say, "and hilarious."
And hilarious.
A-N space hilarious.
And hilarious?
Yeah, like it was an hilarious movie. Yeah. People do that.
No,
That's like supposedly right. Thank you. Okay, good. As long as we will never mingle with that side of the earth. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Well, speaking of not mingling with half the earth, I was thinking about like a date I went on like 2 years ago. And we just went on one date, and then I like hit her up to see if she wanted to go out again, and she said no because I was too poor.
Whoa.
Isn't that wild? I feel like I kind of laughed it off in the moment, but now I'm just starting to like process that I went through that.
That's fucking hurtful, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking
also
hurtful.
Like, I feel like, how do you not come up with just a different excuse? I don't mind. I understand that that's a thing, right? People want rich, or someone that can like take care of them or has like a steadier job than stand up or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just felt like that just also it was one date. It's not like we're breaking up.
Did you pay for the food?
Yeah, of course I paid for food. I would have rather been ghosted.
Yeah. Than be told you're too poor. Too poor is hurtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one stings. Maybe it's just me. Hesbos out there. If too poor doesn't hurt you, let us know. I mean, I grew up in Marin where everyone was way richer than me, so that feeling kind of like of inadequacy stings maybe a little more for me than other people.
I mean, I feel like we grew up,
but it's also like
a lot of rich kids.
You'll see. You know what I mean? Like you'll see how rich I am.
Except now I'm at that age where I'm like, she could be right.
Yeah, this is almost on the nose.
Yeah, but I just thought it was funny because like,
was she like? Did you have feelings for her? I feel like that would hurt even more if you were like, man, I really want to see her.
No, not
again.
really. But I did kind of want to be like, well, if you think I'm poor, then you're not that rich. You know what I mean? Because if you were really rich, me being poor, that'd be like not a big deal.
Right. So she's not rich enough for you.
That's.
So what you're saying is you're too poor. That's a mature response. It's a perfectly acceptable adult response. Oh, I'm too poor? Bitch, you're too poor.
Guess what? You're too poor. You can't even take care of a broke boyfriend, you bitch.
Feed me. Feed me, you broke-ass bitch. Have you ever had feelings for a girl on, like, the first date?
Yeah.
Like, man, I really want to do this again. I guess that's the extent of...
And you know you're doomed. As soon as you get those feelings, you're like, oof, she can hurt me.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it.
It's also like, I feel like there's always this standoff of like, fuck, I like you now. And you can't see that yet. I need to still not like you from your point of view.
Right.
But now it's over because I'm not a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. It sucks that it is such a fucking like National Geographic. It's like, and now we have Torio developing, catching feelings before the apps have arrived. A once interested woman is now disenfranchised.
She's unsure why. Perhaps centuries of trauma have made it so she must be ignored before she can really fall in love.
She walks to the bathroom where a man says something rude. She is intrigued. Could this man not have any sort of feelings for me? I must explore.
She's crying because she doesn't know why she can't just be attracted to women.
Alas, she has no out with this date with the original man, Torio. She must resort to one last-ditch effort. I'm sorry, you're too poor. Something not hurtful physically, but more socioeconomic dig that is out of the man's hands.
Yeah, I like that she just thinks like that won't hurt his feelings because he can't control that.
Right, he's a product of that fucking decision.
I don't think poor people cannot be poor.
Yeah. It's not like we're in a country where you work harder.
You were born that way.
Yeah. You know what I've also been thinking about? The first
what else
guy.
have you been thinking about?
The first guy to ever like you know the saying "iron sharpens iron."
Yeah.
I just pictured like the Iron Age, and the guy being like, you know the old saying "iron sharpens iron," and like he meets a new civilization. It's like, whoa, what are these words? And he's like, you guys haven't heard "iron sharpens iron"? And they're like, is that anything like jagged rock makes other rock more jagged? Like close.
So yeah, it's exactly like that.
And then some old person's like, you mean flint makes flint sharper? And then someone's just like, you mean big stone makes other stone into tiny pebbles? And then someone be like, you mean wood turns wood kind of fuzzy when you rub it against more wood? It's fuzzy a little.
Yeah, then what? We'll go further back.
And he goes, you mean like leaving water for a second to explore mud makes mud sort of like water?
And then further back from that?
You mean like becoming two fucking microorganisms? Dividing yourself into two distinctly different microorganisms makes you sharper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
further back?
Like that.
Further back?
Yeah, further back.
You mean fucking space? Now we're at like the peak of my understanding of the universe. Yeah. It's like, all right,
you
so
mean like when one bang,
when a star
bang,
is
it's a really big bang.
Yeah, like when one supernova just gets all bright, it's hot. It gets hot in there, I think.
Like that? No.
Like
God
that.
created all things.
I've been working on my Trump impression. I know I'm way too late. But I want to do Trump.
No, I think it's the perfect time.
Trump describing the Big Bang Theory. It was the first bang ever. There was nothing before. People say, was there anything before? There was nothing. There was people are like, are we anything? You're nothing. No one's anything. It was nothing. And it banged. I can't go up. And it banged and everything started. No one thanks me, you know. But before the bang, nothing.
Nothing.
Not even anything existed. Nothing existed. I've lost it already. I had like 1 hour.
Donald, what are you saying that you created the Big Bang?
I made the Big Bang. There was nothing. I came. I made it bang. Now everything has began to exist.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
Millennia. Millions and billions of millennia. All from me. No one else. My dad gave me a little bit of money. I said, I'm going to make everything come into existence.
See, your dad gave you just a small investment starting
tiny,
money, and you used that to, and you bought a Big Bang, or what?
And people said it was a stupid idea. They said, put it in banks, put it in real estate. I said, I'm going to make everything begin to exist. I'm going to make everything exist. It's going to be a bang. It's going to be so big, so huge. Bigly banging. Everyone's going to be happy. They're probably not going to thank me. But I didn't do it for that. I do it to make everything be no longer nothing. Everything was nothing. Everything was nothing. Terrible.
Everything is nothing.
All everything was nothing.
All nothing is everything.
And now with the bang, all nothing is everything. And no one cares. No one thanks me. It's fine. I don't. It's a bad Trump impression, but I want to be good at it.
I like it. It's good.
I want like a better Trump impersonator to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited about the concept, just not the execution. Right. Like the guillotine.
Speaking of big bangs, it's time
to end it on a banger.
End it on a banger.
Okay. Damn, I used all my bangers up. The briefcase guy, the briefcase of Pelicans guy.
Do they actually call a group of pelicans a briefcase?
Yeah, look it up. I'm just the worst.
That's crazy. And what do they call a group of turtles?
They call them a waffle maker.
Oh, wow. Is it brand name or just a generic?
Yeah, it's Osher. Is that the brand? Osher?
Yeah, Osher.
Osher?
Osher. Oh, it's just an Osher waffle maker of turtles.
The guy gets so mad that he's not making money through the fucking scientific research facility that he starts taking sponsorships. He's like, oh, this is a Pfizer cancer research of pigeons. I'm sorry. A Pfizer cancer research of pigeons. So are the pigeons healthy? It's just such confusing.
Is any pigeon healthy?
Right.
No.
Right.
So I went 2 weeks without shaving my head. I finally shaved it again today.
No, it looks great.
I feel
naked
right again. You know what's crazy is, so I had a couple of those like TikTok videos get a bunch of views, and everyone, before I got glasses and cut my hair, not once in my life did anyone say that I looked or sounded like David Cross, right? And since I have, people after the show will be like, you remind me a lot of David Cross. And I'm like, that's fair because I'm bald and glasses. But then people were getting in an argument on TikTok comments about how it's not just how he looks, it's how he sounds.
Whoa, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't sound like David. Do I sound like David Cross? First of all, I grew up, love David Cross.
I know. He's one of your favorites. And it's so weird because now that you mention it, you do look and sound like David Cross.
That's so weird to me. Because I used to get Tom Segura, which made sense because I had a beard. I was fat. I had...
Yeah.
Like, you guys just go on appearances. I'm a white guy with a beard, whatever.
When you're low energy, you sound like Tom Segura. Like when you're in a set where you're just kind of like super like level, but when you have a little more like emoting in how you talk, it's very David Crossy. But it's so weird. You've told me that you love David Cross, or like he was one of your favorite comics, and I still... Hearing that from you, I still never put together like, oh my God, you look and sound like him now. Like I needed someone to tell me that this guy looks and sounds like him for me to like see it.
Well, the other thing too is people are like, hey, this guy looks like a fat David Cross. And I'm like, why do you have to say fat?
You have to. You just have to, man. I mean, what do you want? This guy looks
like David Cross got younger and fatter.
Yeah, it's a young, plump David Cross.
Well, I mean, I'll take the compliment. David Cross is great. Met him one time. He was great.
Someone said I look like David Serkis. Andy Serkis? Randy Serkis?
Andy Serkis, like the guy who does...
Gollum and everyone?
Gollum?
Yeah. And that one hurt a little.
No, I don't think you look like him.
I kind of look like him.
Oh, I guess he kind of has that hair.
Yeah. Oh, and the face, I think.
Nah, not really. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm coming around the more I look at you.
Yeah, it's weird how we don't see it until someone puts it in our head.
But you got a better face. I mean, I'm not saying that to flatter you. Like, his is kind of like pointier. And like,
mousy. Like a mousy.
Yeah. Yeah, yours is more regular. Probably why he made it, because he's more distinct.
Yeah, I'm just regular.
I figured out a way to make the compliment an insult.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking works, man. All right, we need a banger here, dude. So
you know what? Let's end it on something soft this time.
No.
We're always hanging on a banger. Let's end it on something boring.
We owe the people a banger.
All right, fine. Does anyone want to buy a van?
We should make a comedic ad for your van. All right, what about a John Gruden? I'll tell you what, I'm going to be living here for a while now. Raiders let me go because I spoke my mind in a private email. Didn't know you could not do that. Sorry if I'm triple negative in here. But I'm flustered,
what happened
man.
to emails disappearing? You know what I mean? What's up with this? People are always like, where's Hillary's emails? Why did they find my emails?
Yeah. Hey, Hillary, pick up your phone. I got a question. I need help here with my IT. Delete everything that people can see already.
No Wi-Fi on the van. That's perfect.
I'm going to be on the open road, man. I love it. Running from my problems. Wife can't talk to me right now because that means she aligns with my beliefs on women being referees or something. I'm a psycho, man. David Carr, you lucked out. I was going to bench you in a heartbeat. I'll tell you what. But, lo and behold, I have the best gay football player in the NFL. Who would have thought that, huh? I couldn't have even predicted that. I'm going to be honest, didn't want him to be as good as he is, prove my theory right. But here we are. It is so picture perfect that one of his best players is an out gay man.
Right.
And he's just like, nah, this isn't making too much sense. I got to readdress my beliefs on this whole thing. What if he was just on the cusp of coming around?
Right.
But he woke up, he's like, you know what? There's some things I've said that it's too late to take back now. No one's ever going to find out, but maybe I've been wrong. Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe, there is a place in the NFL for gay men, and it's not just a publicity stunt. Maybe they've been in the league all this time, and they've just been afraid to come out. And all this negative rhetoric is cemented them into hiding, buried them in the closet. And I probably
have some of my own feelings like that.
I have something to do with it for sure. And I got to process my thing because the things I'm doing with my wife in the bedroom, they're not right. They're by no means conventional or normal. Taking a shotgun snap, butt naked. Shouting Omaha. I shouldn't be shouting Omaha at the woman I love. Mother of my kids, I'm shouting Omaha in her ear, saying, check, 54 is Mike. That ain't normal.
Why banana?
Spider, too? Why banana? That shouldn't get anyone's rocks off. But I love it, man. I love it. I tell her,
I got 42 missed calls.
Hold on. I wonder what this could ever be about. I feel like he turns the lights down low and pulls down a whiteboard in his bedroom when he's about to have sex.
Here's what we're going to do.
Baby, draw something up for me. Show me a 4-3 front with some crazy stunts, and let's see if I can get us out of this jam.
Whoa, you want to do cover 2 at this late at night? No.
All right, baby. Talk dirty to me. 1 minute 53 on the clock. You got one timeout. You're on your own 40. Show me 3 consecutive plays that you're going to call without snapping it once. No spikes, no clocking it. Go. Hold on. Let me unzip my pants here.